YouTube, what's happening today? It's Friday, November 14th, and we're talking college football now. Now, we're going to cover the couple games here on Friday. You can see we have two games today, two good games. Clemson, Louisville, Minnesota, Oregon. Two should be fun games. Then we have another 51 games on Saturday. You can see all these games right here. We're going to roll through each of these, try to see, look at the sheet for every single game, see if there's anything we want to take out there. So we're going to make this kind of quick. Hopefully this video doesn't take too long. I still got to do NFL. I've already done 3 others today, so check those out. But we're going to focus on college football here. We have our games. Let's go ahead and jump to the first one right now. Okay, so let's start with Friday. Clemson, Louisville. Clemson 4-5. This feels weird, doesn't it? They're just falling off a cliff. But we look at last 3 averages. I just refreshed the weather so we can see what the weather's supposed to be like in the next, tonight and tomorrow. So kickoff, all that good stuff, 56 degrees. We do need to look at weather because there are going to be some cold games probably. The potential is always out there for snow at this time of year, so who knows. Clemson's passing is 12th versus Louisville. That game's at Louisville. Remember, I say it every video. It is hard to win on the road in college. It just is. So this spread is currently Louisville 2.5 at home for a reason. Why is that reason is the question. So they're 7-2, they're right 20th. They're at home. That looks like Clemson. That looks like a push. That looks like Louisville. That looks like a push as well. It leans Louisville. Since it's a Friday game and I will be watching, I will make a play on this one. Most likely. I mean, let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a percent and say that, is Clemson any good? I don't think they are. I could see Clemson being 4-6. I see Clemson missing a bowl game, and there's going to be some real discussions about what happens with Dabo. I really see that happening. Because if you if you tired of winning, go ahead and move on. I'm going to go win somewhere else. I can't believe you said that. So Louisville's going to run. Clemson usually has a good run D, but they can pass a little bit though. Ooh. Does this feel like one of those high-scoring Friday night affairs? Does it feel like that to you? To me, it kind of does. 30, they're scoring 60 combined. They're scoring 53. Our total sitting at 50. Just saying. Kind of like that. I think I'm going to go over 50. I think I'm going over 50. 50.5 over. I also lean Louisville to win, just saying. But I would not be surprised if all of a sudden Mr. 12, ranked 307 yards per game, pops off and just beats up on this defense a little bit. So give me the over, 50.5. Crazy Friday madness. Let's look at the next game. We're going to have some madness in this one too. I can't say madness with Minnesota. Offensive madness? No. Defensive madness? Maybe. Sneaky good, 6-3. Sneaky. Let's see. Line is currently 25.5 with a total of 44.5. What are we doing? Neither team can throw that well lately. Defensively, they're great pass defense. Number 2 in the country. 3 rushing, 30. This is Oregon all day. Does Oregon cover 25.5 though? Watch them only win by 24. Just watch. I'm gonna pass on this one. This game is gonna start at 9 p.m. Eastern. My ass is gonna be almost getting ready for it, but I gotta watch the man. Yeah, I'm passing. I'm gonna pass on this one. So we're just gonna delete that one. Goodbye. So yeah, we'll take the first game. We'll skip on this one. Let's go ahead and bounce over to Saturday real quick. Indiana, Wisconsin. Let's see. Wisconsin is the worst team in the country. There's only 136 teams. And you can see how bad they are in some of these categories. So how are you the worst at literally most things? But yet you won your last game. All after like, oh, we're keeping Luke and he's gonna stay here. And all of a sudden, yeah, it's Indiana. Indiana's 28.5. I'm telling you right now, I'm getting a little scared of these 4 touchdown spreads. I feel like I lose these more often than I should. To the point where if I see something that high, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. Like, one, I don't trust Wisconsin, but this game literally could be 48-0 at halftime. It's 28.5. I'm taking 28. I got to do it. I'll worry about it next year. We'll fix it next year. Sound like Wisconsin now. We'll worry about it next year. It's okay. Minus 28. Indiana should handle this easily. Wisconsin's not going to do anything offensively. They're 6.7 points. Indiana should cover this at halftime. They should, right? One would think. One would think so. A&M and Kakalaki, Southern of Kakalaki. So A&M looking good. 6 points. Let's see, both defensive passing. There's your game right there. A&M's going to run it all over South Carolina. South Carolina can't run the ball, and they can't really pass that well. I do not understand the seller's logic of being a first-round pick. This is Anthony Richardson 2.0. That's all this is. Everyone keeps saying, oh, he's going to be like, who is pushing this? I don't get it. He can't. I digress. I move on. Anywho, I had the same reaction to Anthony Richardson being a top 5 pick. I'm like, what are we doing? Yeah, anyways, move on. Don't care. Let's see. I like my quarterbacks to be able to throw the ball a little bit. Struggles. Maybe he can run a little bit. Struggles. A&M, what's your favorite buy? 17 and a half. 17. I'm taking it. It's at home too. Yeah, I like the fact they're at home for this stuff. I'm going to have a hellacious money line parlay. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to have a lot of home games here. Tamu minus 17. Absolutely. South Carolina's not going into College Station and getting a win. It ain't happening. Sorry. Pitt versus Notre Dame. Now Notre Dame could go into Pitt and get a win. Absolutely. But look at that. That's a nice little battle. Both 7-2, both ranked. I don't know who's going to win this game. Not a chance. There's nothing that really stands out except for like Pitt's strength is like the one kind of semi weakness Notre Dame has. This is a good game. I have no clue who's going to win that. We move on. Northwestern and Michigan. Can I say I don't know who's going to win this game because both teams can't throw. You can actually defend the pass, but you can semi do it. You both run well. You both have good run D. I don't know who wins. Maybe under. Watch it be 30. Watch it be something ridiculous like 30. It's going to be something low, like 37. It's got to be. It's got to be low like that. 41 and a half. Under 42 is looking enticing to me. I don't know why. It just is. 44s are scoring, and they're giving up 36. Pass. Lean under, but pass. Pass. Navy, South Florida. A team that gives up a lot of points to a team that likes to score a lot of points and be very, very fast. 7-2 versus 7-2. Their defense is pretty good too. Neither team can stop the pass. That's one thing Navy can't do. But you could run, but South Florida shuts the run down. South Florida, give me a low spread, please. Please and thank you. 10. I'll take South Florida going to Annapolis and getting a win. Come on, my local Tampa team. You can do it. I have faith. Give me USF minus 10. I ain't taking no half, though. I'll buy the half anytime I can. So give me USF minus 10. I like it. Moving on. Let's see. 1, 2, Cincinnati and Arizona in Cincinnati. This game, they're the same team. There's nothing standing out here at all. Both can run the ball. There's no difference. I don't want nothing to do with that one. Oklahoma State, K-State. This is a game K-State loses somehow. I don't know how they do, but they will. Randomly. I just no. Has Oklahoma State really lost 8 straight in a row? Have they really done that? Am I seeing that right, or is my math off? My math could be off. Let's see. No, you beat UT Martin in your first game, and then you lost the rest of your games. And how is K-State? Remember they were ranked to start the season, and everybody thought they'd be good? They're not. I don't want to do this garbage game. Move on. Move on from there. It's all about a good team. Let's get a good team on the screen. Connecticut, 7-3 versus Air Force. You can't throw. You can throw. You two cancel out. Yeah, your run defense is terrible versus a team that likes to run, and they're kind of good at pass defense. I wouldn't. Yeah, it's 7.5 for UConn for a reason. Not a chance. If this was lower, maybe, but 7.5. It seems like they want you to take Air Force 7.5, don't they? But I'm not. I'm not biting. You can't get me. Let me get some coffee. All right, back at it from Connecticut. We're popping down to Charlotte. Charlotte and UTSA, both teams, the 2 worst defenses in the country, 50.3 and 45.3. I don't care what your offenses are. Your defense is this bad. You're giving up 95.6 points combined. Yeah, over. Over. What's the spread? Just don't be 70. I'm good. It is 58.5. Over. Over. Defense don't correct itself like that overnight. I'm sorry. Over 58.5. I just have to do it. That's just an autoplay. The 2 worst defenses, sign me up. Next. Let's see. And then you got to worry about teams like this that are really clearly out of bowl contention. Quit factor is a thing. Some of the teams have quit. Some of these players have quit on these teams. Like, they don't care. Like, they're getting ready to enter the portal. They're done. Like, whatever. The season's over. Let's see. From there, we're going Ball State. You know Ball. Pass that cancels out. That cancels out. I want nothing to do with it. No, we need some advantages. No advantages, no play. Simple as that. Wait. Yeah, that was this. Now we're at LSU in Arkansas. You can't. Let's see. First thing I see is you can score in that. Petrino's defense is not good, though. We know that. They give up the pass and the run. You see run pass. They can throw. They can run a little bit. This could be an interesting game. It is LSU 4.5, though. So the new coach versus interim coach. I don't know. I don't want to do with it. I just, no, can't do it. I just can't. I can't. That was Ball State, LSU, Tulsa. Tulsa's up next. Tulsa is right there versus Oregon State. Ugh. Maybe they're running it down Tulsa's throat, maybe, but I don't know. I can't take Oregon State seriously. I just can't do it. I'm not putting money on them. I lean Oregon State, but not on the road, not at Tulsa. No, thank you. Arizona State, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, 30 v 121. They should be able to pass no problem. So, but yeah, they're not going to run very well. That cancels them out, and that cancels. This is Arizona State. This is Arizona State 11.5, though. Do we feel like that? They could do that. They are struggling to score, though. 11 seems high. I was thinking like 7. 7, maybe. 11 is too much. I'm going to pass on that one. But I lean it, though. I lean. From Zona State, we're going to Kentucky. Kentucky is playing an FCS team. Moving on. Good job. It is the SEC in November. You never know what you're going to get. Box like a box of chocolates. Let's see. Georgia State versus Marshall. Both teams are really bad at defense. Not as bad as the other game. Not as UTSA Charlotte, but still, that is combining for almost 80 points. That's what 77 to 78.4. Marshall, they can actually score. So Marshall, Georgia State over 62.2. I think I shall take that. Thank you. West Virginia. Let's see. Where's that? Right there. Over 62.5. I shall take that. Thank you very much. You can run, you can't stop the run. You can pass, you can't stop the pass. Simple. Easy math. Over. Moving on. From there, we're going to UAB in North Texas. Oh my God, North Texas is scoring a lot of points. What is this? What are you even doing? 1v31, 24. UAB can take advantage of North Texas run defense, but North Texas is tossing that tater. 385. This dude's going to get paid. He gonna get paid when it comes off season. Somebody gonna pay him a lot of money. What is the spread in this game? I need to find that. North Texas. Let's see. North Tex. 17.5 with a 68.5 total. That UAB. I don't know. I can't trust that. Either way, I'm not taking somebody on the road to win by 17, 18 points. Not a chance. Let's see. From UAB, we're going to where? Missouri State and then New Mexico. So Mizzou State, UTEP, the same game. There's nothing else. The only thing is they are terrible on third down offense. How are you so bad on third down? But you're so good at not allowing it. I don't know, but we're not messing with that. From there, we're going. We are not down there yet. We are at New Mexico. Yeah, New Mexico and Colorado State. A lot of New Mexico. Colorado State's not that good. That's why they fired their coach. New Mexico 6-3. Look at them ball out. New Mexico 14.5. Do they cover this? They're winning their games by 9 to 10. You're losing by 30 or 25 every game. Second worst team at scoring. I'll take New Mexico by 14 at home. I'm down for that. That feels weird to say out loud. New Mexico. New Mex minus 14. I'll buy the half. I don't care. I'm not taking the half. I don't care. New Mexico is a pass. 14. That feels weird. Where we at? Bama, Oklahoma time. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, Ty Simpson's going to have a little Heisman campaign game in this one, looks like. Oklahoma's defense passing is not good. Bama doesn't run the ball well. We know that. They are a passing team. That is a DeBoer staple. He doesn't run that much. Oklahoma stops the run, though. So, I mean, if they're smart, they'll sit back and just let them toss it for like 400 yards. So, what's the line? Bama by what? Bama by is like 7 or 10. I can't remember. 6.5. Okay, so can Oklahoma score? Oklahoma runs the ball. Bama shuts the run down. They can't throw well. Bama's better here. I'll take Bama 6.5. Yeah, I'll take me some Alabama. So Alabama minus 6.5. 6.5 is nice. I think it's moved around. I think I saw that at like 9 earlier in the week. A lot of people betting on Oklahoma. They think Mateer's going to go on the road and throw a great game when he hasn't even been throwing that well. That's interesting. Okay, cool. Whatever. One score game too. That works too. So let's move on. Let's go Texas Tech in Miami. Then we'll grab some coffee again. So we want Texas Tech. And against UCF, Texas Tech's looking good. Ranked 6, looking good. Texas Tech is a 23.5 point favorite. Defense should shut down the pass. Shut that down. They don't really throw that well. They're terrible on third down. Yeah, Texas Tech should handle this team. They're winning their games by a lot. So I'll take Texas Tech at home by 24, 23. 23.5. I'll trust it. Texas Tech minus 23.5. I'll rock with that. Let's move on to the last one, which is Miami before I get me the coffee. NC State, worst pass defense in the country. 391 in the last 3 games. Not good. 3 weeks has been bad for you guys, huh? 5-4. Now, it is Carson Beck throwing. How's Beck going to throw against this? Is he gonna shred them for 400 yards like everybody else has on average? He should. Other than that, everything else cancels out. So what's Miami spread? Is it decent enough to take it is the question. 15.5. This ain't college basketball. Why is Army getting 15.5 again? That 15.5 is an ugly number. And NC State on the road. They're giving up. They're losing their games by 12. They're winning their games by this. Do I trust Miami by that much? I guess I will. I guess I will. I'll do it. Miami minus 15.5. I'll do it. If you're that bad at passing, Carson Beck is a good enough quarterback. He should take advantage of this and absolutely shred you for 400 yards. You should get shredded. This is happening. So, and your defense is nasty enough, they should shut them down. If you don't win this by 17 or more, I'm going to be very shocked. So let's go ahead and move on. Get coffee real quick. All right, let me clean up my list a little bit. Make sure, little housekeeping stuff. We took 4 straight games of plays. That's rare. Not mad at it, though. Just rare. We did that. How many games did we do? How far down did we get? The UAB, Missouri State, as far as we got. Okay, so, all right, next up is going to be Boston College, I do believe. Is that right? Yes, Boston College and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech on the road. Both teams can't stop the pass. Both teams pass very well. This is telling me over. You can run. You can't stop the run. You can't really stop the run. Your average is stopping it, but you can't run. So this tells me this might be a high-scoring game. Even though Boston College has lost nine in a row, who was your win? Who did you win to get the win outside of that? Because you have been absolutely awful, awful, waffle. Boston College, who did you play? Boston College played Fordham, and they won 66-10. Outside of that, they have just been beaten bad. Georgia Tech, 16.5. I think I want to take the over 6. Well, I can't trust this team only scoring 15 points. They can throw yards, but you can clearly see they can't convert third downs. Yeah, Georgia Tech should handle this easily. 8-1. They can't. This is concerning. Like, they're going to get yards. So Georgia Tech 16.5 on the road. Little concerning. Little concerning. I'm not going to do it. Would not put it past BC also announcing an amazing game and beating them. It's November in college football. You've seen it happen many times. So USC and Iowa. Passing defense. USC with the 5th best pass defense since when? When did that happen? Remember when they were the worst pass defense like 2 years ago? Yeah, crazy times. Same team in every category except Iowa can't throw and USC can throw. USC can't stop the run. That's going to be Iowa's strength. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm sorry. I don't even want to watch this game. I don't want nothing to do with it. This game's going to put me to sleep. I can already tell it is. Let's see. We want Duke versus Virginia. Cancels out. You could probably throw on Duke. That cancels out. You can't run on Virginia. So, yeah, nothing. I want nothing to do with it. No, nothing. Let's see. We did that one. Michigan State versus Penn State. I mean, it feels like Penn State's playing better all of a sudden. Yeah, they've lost 6 in a row, but it feels like they're like in games more. I don't know why. They feel like they're trying more. And they're both 3-6. Why are we spending any more time on this? Move on. Sorry, I can't do it. Let's see. We did that one. Illinois versus Maryland. Illinois 6-3. Maryland's lost. They started 4-0. They lost 5 in a row since. Love that for them. Crazy stuff. Nothing stands out. This is too many colors. Don't like that. Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee is not good. Western Kentucky is good, but they both are good at passing. Nothing stands out there. Again, nothing standing out. If there's no clear advantage, why would I take a spread? I don't care what your record is. I care what you've done lately. So, Nevada versus San Jose. Like this, 2v79. That's San Jose all day. 63, that's a push. That leans San Jose, that's a push. The only thing that really stands out is 2v79. They're throwing for 379 on average. They should throw for that. They're going to have very little resistance. Well, they'll have some resistance, not much, though. So San Jose on the road, even though they're 3-6, might be a play. Let's see what the number looks like. Hell, over might be a play. No, it ain't. Let's move on. Haha, tricked you. You thought I was going to do it. I almost did. That second passing really got me. I was like, I could do that. And then better, smarter minds prevailed and said, don't do it. Don't do it. We do West Kentucky, Middle Tennessee. We already did that one. Thanks. That's right. We want to do James Madison. There we go. Madison versus App State. Number 1 points is Madison. Oh, okay. Both can pass. You can't stop the pass. You can pass. You can't stop. You can run. You can't stop the run. This is Madison by like 20. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. See, Madison, 21.5, just like I said. There we go. JMU, I like that one. James Madison, JMU. I'm taking 21, not 21.5, because I have class. That's what I do. So we move up, grab this, and slide it up in the group. So what else we have from here? From Madison, we move on to Monroe, to South Alabama. You see the number. South Alabama looks pretty good. They look pretty good. Monroe does not, but they're 2-7. How can you look good and be 2-7? That's That's why we look what we've done lately. South Alabama might be the play, but I'm not going to find out. Not playing that. No, I have enough plays that make sense. I'm not going to chase things here. So, Southern Miss versus Texas State. Oof, offense galore, defense bad, defense good. Southern Miss. Let's see that be that versus that. There's your advantage here. There's an advantage here. This is Southern Miss. This is Somo at home. By how much? Let's see. Southern Miss -3.5 at home. I'll take Southern Miss by 3. Sure. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. So Miss -3. Don't mind if I do. That sounds like a good one. Sounds good. Let's move on. From there, we're going to where the hell we're going next. Did it ECU Memphis. That sounds good. Offensive galore, defensive. Combining for almost 80 points. Potential like that. I do like that. Let's go. Memphis, 57.5. They're scoring that. Their defense is here. Both offensive passing has advantages over the defensive. You can run on them. You can't do anything. So this is ECU at 2.5 at home or 57.5 over. I could see this being a very high scoring game. So yeah, ECU, Memphis. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go over. What I say, 57.5? Yeah. Over 57.5. We'll do that. Let me go and grab that and move it up. Get rid of this. Get rid of the games before that. And how many games we got left? We have a handful of games. We got 18. Cool. Coffee time. All right. 18 games left. We're going to power through them. So we did East Carolina. Now we're moving on to Tennessee now. So Tennessee versus New Mexico State. I mean, if Pavio's still there, maybe, but it's Tennessee by 39.5. Y'all have fun with that one if you're playing it. Oh, man, that's crazy. Wake Forest versus North Carolina. Both defenses are looking good. Clearly, my God, #1 rush defense. This is disgusting. Ew. Maybe Carolina should probably win this game. Based on these numbers, Wake Forest is not doing well at all. FIU versus Liberty. Everything's kind of close. Nothing stands out. Let's see. We did that. We did Wake Forest. Tennessee versus FIU. We're on Georgia Southern now. Against Coastal, offenses look good, defense is iffy, 73 points potentially. Cancels, you can score, you can do this. Maybe if it's on the low 52 range, I might take this if it's low enough. 60.5, that feels a little high. There's 73, this is 57. It's in the range. I don't like that. We're gonna move on. Ole Miss versus Florida. Who knows in this one? How Florida's gonna play? Is Lane Kiffin gonna troll everybody and not cover the spread? Spread's gonna be 11.5. I don't trust Lane Kiffin covering spreads. He likes to troll. We know that. But he does that a lot. I can see Florida winning this game at one point, all of a sudden losing by 7, and all of a sudden Ole Miss doesn't cover. Everybody's like, no, like they're doing great and over here, but it's just that's Ole Miss, that's Ole Miss, that's Ole Miss, that's Ole Miss, that's Ole Miss. That it's everything Ole Miss. Everything's Ole Miss. It's in Oxford. Based on how we do things, I have to take Ole Miss. I can't believe I'm gonna be very pissed off when he doesn't cover. You just know he's not. You know he's not, but I gotta take it. Now, if for some reason he does, I'll be like, okay, thanks. But I do not trust it. I just don't. So let's move on. From Ole Miss, we're going to Bebe. Hey, Bebe. Where's Utah? Utah with some offense, defense looking nasty. They're winning by 24. Damn. Pass defense look good for both sides. #1 v101. There's your game. When Utah turned into a service academy. 305 against 101. Utah is going to run all over you, Baylor. But Baylor, 5-4, huh? It's Utah by 8.5. They got good pass defense too. Yeah, it's Utah 8.5. I'm taking Utah. Random road favorite I'm taking, I know. So Utah's one of them teams I don't think is going to be bothered by the road too much. They're too disciplined usually, except for the fact they get a lot of penalties. I just completely contradicted myself. Whatever. Taking them. -8.5. I'm doing it. I don't care. We're taking it. Right there. Good stuff. So, bang. All right, so move on. How many more we got? We got Washington is up next. Washington versus Purdue. Should be Washington. Washington just lost to Wisconsin. I can't trust anything you do. You lost as a ranked team to Wisconsin. For shame on you. You're banned until next year. Auto ban, rest of the year. I don't care who you play. You're banned. You lost to Wisconsin. Unexcusable. It's hard to win on the road in college, if you didn't know. Man. Sam Houston versus Delaware. I don't want nothing to do with this garbage. Probably Delaware, but y'all have fun. Not a chance. UNLV, Utah State, they looked about the same. Nothing's truly standing out. Offense potentially could be a high scoring game. I want nothing to do with it. Ohio State, UCLA. This you should be Ohio State by a lot. The whole novelty of UCLA is worn off. It's done. You can see it hasn't worked out anymore. They're starting to struggle again. Everybody caught on. It's like, okay, we're good. So Ohio State by how much? 31 and a half. They're winning their games by 20, what is it, 23? And they're losing their games by 22. So 22, 23. I mean, it should be. This should be. They might try to make a statement. It's a night game too. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's go 31. I think this is going to be one of the blowouts. You're like, oh, wow, UCLA really is in trouble. So much for the fun story for them. It's done. Georgia versus Texas. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow. Everything's nothing. Texas pass defense is third worst in the country. So Gunner might have some success here. Arch is going to have a rough day. Looks like that versus that, that versus that. This looks like Georgia. It looks like Georgia, but I'm not touching it. No, it's too good. I would lean Georgia. I might live bet Georgia after I see a play. Might do that. Florida State, Virginia Tech. What am I looking at? Cancels, defense, pass. Nothing to do with it. Missouri, Mississippi State. That versus that. Cancels, garbage, trash, nonsense, nothing. Jax State, Kennesaw. Nothing. I don't want none of this. Get out of here. Pass. I ain't doing it. I can't do it. I can't. Missouri I already did the one. Don't show me it again. I don't want that again. Get rid of it. Wash State, La Tech. Defense, sure. Cancels, nothing. We're flying through these now. BYU, TCU. TCU, yes. Kind of close. TCU, you can't do third down, but you're on the road. I don't love that. BYU's ranked. TCU's probably, how much is BYU favored by? 3.5 for a reason. Don't be surprised if TCU wins. Don't be surprised. San Diego versus Boise. Oh, man. Defense galore. Offense, you can run. Yeah, San Diego State might have something here. 2.5. No, I'm gonna pass on it. I'm gonna pass on it. And Fresno, Wyoming, defense galore, not a chance. Yeah, I don't care about these super late games. I'm not gonna watch them. I'm gonna be asleep. I'm an East Coast guy. I gotta get up early so I can watch Berlin NFL in the morning. So no, thank you. I'm good. Let's go back to the schedules and pop them up right here and go free. And then let's go look at next week real quick. Let's take a peek. Who do we have? We have 3. We got a bunch of action going on Tuesday, Wednesdays now, and we got a little bit of Thursday action. For a kind of a weak Friday. Saturday, there's the rest of our games. Pretty big slate like usual. So that's it. Appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Check out the HQ if you want to place in a nice typed out list. You want access to the spreadsheets. You want access to parlays and all that. That's all there for the members. Other than that, appreciate being here. Let me know you agree, disagree. Either way, we'll talk about it. And I will see you next week for week 13 of college football. Peace.